Cajun style gumbo with cheesy grits. First mentioned in the early 1800s, gumbo has a couple of popular styles, originating probably in Africa, but being very popular in the southern United States. The two popular styles are Creole and Cajun. Creole tends to have okra and tomatoes. Cajun does not. Straightforward. We're going to do the Holy Trinity, or mirepoix if you're French or like to speak French, is simply some onion, green pepper, and celery. We're also going to add today garlic for extra flavor. We're going to use andouille sausage, and you should use it too, but any sausage will do, preferably smoked. It's going to be seafood based, so we are going to use some crab meat. This is claw crab meat, which is just, I think, the most flavorful, sweet, and also some nice Gulf shrimp. I'm not a big fan of farmed shrimp. Can you tell the difference? Yes, farmed shrinks. Farmed shrimp. You snorted. Stop. I'm not a big fan of farmed shrimp. Farmed shrimp look like cows. And also some good chicken stock. That's pretty much it. There's also some white wine here, which does not appear in the recipe. Chop the andouille sausage. If you're not familiar with it, like I say, you can use any kind of smoked sausage is fine. We're just gonna chop this into almost 1-inch pieces and scoop them into a handy receptacle known in most of the Western world as a bowl. Here's the onion, so I'm just going to chop through the onion this way. It doesn't matter if we lose some pieces along the way. You'll see, we can just chop those down, and carefully, so you don't cut your fingers, we're going to make a couple of slices here, and then just come down. Put our onion into our bowl, making sure, as always, to spread a large amount of onion pieces around the kitchen. Next, let's do our green pepper. I just like to slice down here, avoiding the central core, which is full of seeds, and we don't really want in this recipe, but again, it's great for stocks and soups. Cut each side of this. After that, we're gonna do our stuff. Celery. Next is the celery. This one's pretty easy. We can just make little celery pieces. If you've ever wondered what fresh smells like, stick your nose in a bowl of this. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium cloves. Just gonna crush them down with the back of the knife and finely chop. And keep chopping until you have the pieces to the size you require. Scoop that into our bowl, and we are done. We have the Holy Trinity, and I believe in the South, in the southern states of the United States, when you add garlic to the Holy Trinity, it's called adding the Pope. I'm surrounded by fantastic ingredients for this gumbo, so let's get this going. We're going to use our nice pot here, and all we need is some good oil in the bottom here, and a good quarter to half cup. I think a quarter cup of oil is good. The oil is to temperature. I'm just going to add the flour now and sprinkle it on the top and start stirring. I will be stuck here until this is a dark roux, which could be minutes, hours, weeks, days, months, years, who knows, but only when it's ready can I leave. This is going on low to medium because it is going to essentially almost burn the flour. We want a very dark, nutty roux. Every few minutes, the shade gets darker.
Very nutty.
You cannot leave this. Don't walk away to take a phone call, do anything else. It will get ruined. You have to move it constantly or it will burn. Come take a look. It's gone down another shade in just a couple of minutes here. It's getting dark brown and beautiful now. How brave are you? How dark can you take this roux? There we go. That's as far as we're going to go this time. We're going to throw in the veggies. We can turn the heat up a little bit. We want these veggies now to fry in this hot, dark, nutty roux. The andouille sausage goes in so it can get a little bit of caramelization from that hot oil. And now, chicken stock. Give it a good stir. Come take a look at how dark and wonderful this gumbo is. Bring it to the boil. Don't let it get too thick, but once it's to the consistency you want for your gumbo, that's the time to add the seafood, and we'll be done. We've been simmering on the stove top now for 30, 40 minutes or so, and it's all come together really nicely. At this point, we're going to add in nothing because it's in the fridge. Plenty of crab meat is going in, and our Gulf shrimp. This just needs to simmer until the seafood is warmed through. That won't take too long. In the meantime, let's make the grits, the cheesy grits that go with this so well. There's about 4 cups of boiling water with a little salt in here and about 1 cup of grits. We're just gonna pour the grits on top of the boiling water. And using a whisk, make sure that they're stirred in, all mixed into the water. Bring it to a boil and then let it simmer to come to the right consistency. The cheese I'm using for the grits today is pepper jack. That's jack cheese, of course, with some peppers, red and green, to give it a little lift, because this is a spicy dish. Just gonna drop that in to the grits. We'll stir it around so it's nicely incorporated. Let's take a taste and then we can decide, does it need salt, does it need pepper? It's one of the few dishes I cook that I don't feel it needs much extra salt, but a little bit is going to help. In this case, it's not quite there. So we're going to take a good, healthy pinch and a half. Add some pepper, nice, freshly ground black pepper to just lift it a little bit more. Let's stir that around and retaste. Perfect, but then that would be conceited. Let's see how we did. Let's take a little taste of everything here. I want to make sure I get a shrimp and some crab, because that's what it's all about. And actually, a little sausage too. Let's see. Gumbo, give it a try. You're always welcome here in the kitchen. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a comment, and make sure to come back and see us next time, real soon.